Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to go ahead and analyze my students' games. And my student is 9 years old and had the black pieces, and he's rated in the 700s. And my student's opponent was rated in the 1600s. So this is a huge rating difference. This game was played at the Bagby Memorial, and this was played at the Mechanics Institute. If you've never heard of the Mechanics Institute, it's a famous chess club in downtown San Francisco, and I do recommend you going to the San Francisco Mechanics Institute Chess Club if you have not done that already. It's a fun chess club to go to. So anyway, this is the this is the first round. So again, my chess student had the black pieces, and then the game started with pawn to e4. My chess student went c6, pawn to d4. Notice that white is trying to control the center, and then d5. This opening is called the Goodkind defense, by the way, and this is a pretty popular opening. Pawn goes there, and then pawn goes there. Notice that this bishop right now, it is very bad. Knight to f3, knight goes there, bishop goes there, and then knight goes here. Again, it's kind of a cramped position for black, but he's still doing okay. Knight goes there, bishop goes there, bishop goes here. I like this move because this bishop is on this diagonal controlling these squares. Knight goes here, and then queen goes there. I also think that maybe bishop here, I think that would be interesting. Well, because if the knight goes to g6, then this bishop can take this bishop, and then black wouldn't be able to castle on king's side, but queen goes to d2, knight goes there, it's attacking the bishop, and then the 1600 decides to move the bishop back. So that's it. I like this move a lot because the bishop is still controlling these squares. Bishop goes there. Okay, that makes sense. And then pawn to e5. And then right now, notice like this bishop is still bad. Black has a cramped position right now. These pawns, notice that this pawn, they cannot move right now. And then my student wanted to gain more space, and then he moved pawn to c5. This makes sense. Okay, if pawn takes, then bishop can take the pawn. Castle queen side. Okay, and then pawn to c4, the pawn's attacking this bishop, and then the 1600 decided to take the knight, and then my chess student decided to take the bishop with this pawn. It's very important to take it with the h7 pawn. It's because the pawns, they're still together. See, it's one big pawn group. Notice that if he did take it with the f pawn, notice that this is one pawn group, and then this would be another pawn group, but pawns like to be together, and then you want to take the pawn toward the center. So I like this move. And then the 1600 moved b1, and then the game continues like this. Bishop goes there, bishop goes there, pawn goes here, and then it seems like the 1600 wants to perhaps, well, maybe not there, but he wants to gain space by g4. And then my chess student moved d6. The reason why he did that is because my chess student wants to attack with b5 and then b4. That's why he moved knight to d7. Bishop goes there, and then we have the b5. Just to let you know, pawn to b4 is very strong because it's attacking the knight, and then if you notice right now, this knight is trapped. So I really like the move b5. Okay, so a3, and then pawn to a 5. Notice that black wants to still continue to push the pawn to b4. So I really like this attack. Knight goes there, queen goes there. Again, this queen is backing up the pawn, so the pawn can go to b4. Game continues like this. Okay, so notice that my chess student is really trying to push the pawn to b4, and notice that white is reacting to this, because look at how many pieces are controlling the b4 square. Right, it's very interesting. But okay, game continues. Pawn goes there, and then my chess student decided to just break in with b4. Okay. Pawn goes there. Knight, pawn goes there. It's attacking the knight. The 1600 goes to c1, and then my chess student took the pawn. If you notice right now, black is in a very good position. He's up 3.8 points. That's very good. And then what happens is 1600 pushes the pawn to f5. So he's trying to attack my chess student too. Bishop goes there, pawn goes there, and then my chess student moved pawn to a4. Now this is a very interesting point in the game, and the reason why is because right now my chess student is up 1.5 points, right? But once my chess student moved the pawn to a4, notice that this white bar just gets longer. Check this out. Pawn there, and now the white bar just goes longer, and now my now white is up 5.2. So that means that pawn to a4 is a huge mistake. So rook goes there. Seems like that was a big mistake too by the 1600, because look at this. He's up 4.9. Once this rook takes this pawn, then the bar goes shorter, and now it seems like it says like it's 0-0, so that means the position is equal. It's a very crazy position, but okay. My chess student moved pawn to c7, and it's defending this pawn. But what happens is rook takes pawn, and then my chess student moves the pawn up to a3. So both players are attacking each other. Rook takes bishop. White's the 1600 is really trying to attack black right now. King takes, and then queen goes here. I like this move because the queen is getting closer to the king. King goes there, and then look at the point percentage. The 1600 is up 18.1 points right now. Wow. Pawn goes there, and then once the 1600 moved the pawn to g7, my student moved rook to g8. Oh, I'm sorry, didn't mean to, sorry. After pawn to g7, my chess student resigned. And yes, white is in the winning position. And yeah. So I thought that this game was very interesting. And if you're if your opponent is rated much lower than you, my advice for you is do not underestimate anyone. I thought this was an interesting game because, again, my chess student is rated 700, and again, his opponent was rated 1600. That is a 900 point difference. That's a huge rating difference. So again, do not underestimate anyone when you're playing chess. So my recommendation is play your best and have fun. And again, I would do not resign when you're playing. If you're in a completely losing position, do not resign at all. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. Let me know what you thought about this video by commenting below. And if you like watching my videos, I do invite you to subscribe to my channel, and I also invite you to be a channel supporter too. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.